Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 past last. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys.
Wasted world of sports.
Join us in our world, where the banter is prime.
Oh, he's got the head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
No expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a roll, from sideline judge to post-match.
Jesus, sorry. I didn't realize the intro video finished. How goofy of me. Welcome back, everybody. Super Saturday continues here on the Waste of Water Sports, the final game of the round. And it is the North Queensland Cowboys taking on the Penrith Panthers. Are the Penrith Panthers back? Hell, we're about to find out. This will answer the question. Brian To'o returns. I think he returns straight to the try scorers charts. But then I said the same thing about DWZ. And look what happened there. Witini Zalesniak had probably one of his worst ever games. Ragaras says, go Cowboys. It's going to take a monstrous effort from the home side to try and unseat a near full strength Penrith Panthers team for just the second time this season. The Panthers at nearly full strength. Jumping around the chat room, who have we got there? We have got our newest channel member, only 70 series channel. Thank you very much for that, mate. Jumping on and joining from the stands. Odd Poppet, ahoy there, mate. Existing channel member. Convicted, ahoy, mate. Burko says, I reckon Panthers for mine. The greatest, ahoy, mate. Says the ref, 13 plus. The referee, 13 plus. Wasted Water Sports, of course, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Twitch, live on the Facebook's the one that I missed, isn't it? Yes. Is that Sivia? S15 Via. You're better than the commentary, bro. Well, thank you very much. S15 Via. Sabu May 95 says, go Panthers. And I do think the Panthers get the win here against the Cowboys. This is, as I said, this is really the first time since Vegas that we're seeing the Panthers at closest they've ever been to full strength this season. There's really only Scott Sorensen missing. I'm going through that team lineup. Dylan Edwards, Paul Alamotti, Isaac Tungo, Luke Garner, Brian To'o, Blaze Talungi, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, Lindsay Smith, Isaiah Papali'i, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yo. I mean, that's a hell of a starting 13. Really only Scott Sorensen in for Isaiah Papali'i, and maybe a better center option than Luke Garner. Luke Garner is obviously not a center. He's a middle forward, but he is filling in admirably at center. So Just a couple of players down for the Panthers, but this is the closest they've been to what we can call full strength. This will give us a much better picture of where the Panthers are currently sitting. Can they go back-to-back? The real answers will come from this game. 4 legs in this multi: Jeremiah Nanai, Isaac Tungo, Murray Taulungi, and Brian To'o. The returning To'o. That's my 4 legs as we're ready for kickoff in this one. Also, Cowboys first try scorer, Taulungi first try scorer. Cowboys to be leading after 10 minutes. That's my hot takes on this game. Cowboys with the kickoff. We're underway, and the Panthers will get first use of it. The final game of Super Saturday. We've seen some great games so far. Can this one join the party? Or will the Panthers run away with it? We're hoping for another good game, of course, as always. Panthers bring it outside the 20 on tackle 3. Leota plays it. Here's Liam Martin now. A strong contact there just outside the 30. Isaiah Yeo, 5th and last, just outside their own 40. Good defensive set there from the Cowboys to start. It's going to force Cleary into a huge kick from inside the 40. He puts it high. And the ball sits up at the back, taken on the full by Taulungi. I believe it is back there. UFC says, how good is it to not see Michelle? The entire weekend, Michelle's been busy. So we haven't seen a co-host at all this weekend. As Valea sends it up just to the 40 now. Cohen Hess rocked backwards in the tackle. The Cowboys struggling to find meters at the moment. 5th and last. And Jordan McLean plays it. They're just inside Panthers territory. Drinkwater puts it high. And it falls for Alamotti at the back. And Alamotti will take the tackle. Jai Tolson, ahoy mate. Any wins tonight / today? No, we got 3 of the 4 legs in the Raiders Bulldogs game. 3 of 4. It was Sebastian Chris who let us down. Wouldn't you know, it'd be a Raider that let us down. As the Panthers attack the short side here on the left, up to halfway on play 4. Both teams aiming up defensively here to start this match. It's very early days, though, of course. But it's been a very aggressive and solid start to the match. Back to Cleary in midfield. Puts the kick up. And moving forward to take it is Robert Derby, who spills it, but he loses it backwards. And now they've spilt it forward. Huge tackle from the Panthers. It goes out for To'o for the counter-attack, but he spills it. Double knock on. Isaiah Papali'i with the hit. Forcing the mistake there early on the Cowboys. Yeah. Oh, UFC, you give me a good laugh. You always give me a good laugh, mate. 4 or 5 Origin reps from the Raiders this year. Hudson Young will be lucky to break into the team. So they'll be lucky if they have 1. 20 meters out from the line. Here come the Panthers down the left edge. Blaze Taulungi hands it off. 10 meters out from the line. Yo in midfield. 5 meters out. Tackle 3. Yo cuts out Edwards. Goes to Cleary. Cleary takes the line on. Kenny into midfield. Yo gives it off to Edwards. Edwards with the show and go. 5 meters out. 5th and last. Kenny to Cleary, who grubbers in behind the line. And Valea's there to bat it dead. Goal line dropout incoming here for the Cowboys. A red-hot start here for the Panthers, but nothing to show for it yet. Panthers covering the 10-meter line, and the Cowboys do go short. And it's batted back by the Panthers. Sits up at the back for Smith. Lindsay Smith scoops it up and takes the tackle 30 meters out. Gamer Mel, ahoy. Down the short side, Blaze Talungi puts on the step. Tackle 2, 15 out. Kenny to Cleary in midfield. Runs across, looking for support. There's Edwards out the back for Tongo. Tongo puts it up for Alamotti in space. Bumps off one, and he's held up 10 meters out. Good start here for the Panthers. Edwards at first receiver to Cleary and Leota. Tackled in midfield. Play 4. Cleary out the back for Talungi, who dummies and pops it up beautifully for Papali'i. Oh, that was slick. Blaze Talungi to Isaiah Papali'i, and there's your first try. Well, it had to end at some point. The Panthers trailing by 10 points. I mean, trailing in the opening 10 minutes. It had to end at some point. We have been making easy cash for the 9 rounds that it went on, though. And finally, they've broken the cycle. 6 minutes down, Panthers up 4-0, kick to come, and that was very, very smooth. Very smooth. Cleary to Talungi, and Talungi with the bat on. The try for Isaiah Papali'i. Silky smooth for the Panthers. As I said, this is the closest they've been to full strength all year. Since Vegas, they have not had such a strong lineup. Cleary just to the left of the post. Should be a simple conversion. Conversion successful. 6 points to 0. The Panthers off to a red-hot start. The real thing says, is Edwards still your New South Wales fullback, you reckon? Hands down. Hands down. Dylan Edwards deserves first shot at it. UFC, Sebastian Kris is a Kiwi, so he doesn't qualify for State of Origin, and I wouldn't have him in there anyway. But regardless, yes, Sebastian Kris is a New Zealand international who can't play Origin. Back underway we go. Panthers with the ball. And Lindsay Smith with the first hit up. Panthers bring it now outside the 20. Moses Leota. Don't worry, everyone. I will do a video of my Origin team selection, but it's way too early to even be talking about it. Injuries, suspensions. It's way too early. We're not even thinking about it just yet. Up over halfway go the Panthers here on the 5th and last. Cleary puts the kick up. Panthers chasing through, putting pressure on, and taken at the back by Talungi. Surrenders in the tackle. 8 minutes gone, 6-0 Panthers. The Cowboys, they'll need to get themselves into this contest early. They're looking a little flat. But are we in for another game of two halves? Tackle 4 for the Cowboys, still deep inside their own half. Down the short side, Robson to Dearden. Dearden pops it up for Nanai. He's tackled on halfway. Fifth and last. Dearden with the kick. It's high. It's contestable in midfield. Ranging forward and spilling it is Dylan Edwards. The toe through is alive and well. And Brian To'o gets across and saves the day. Lost forward by the Panthers. A result for the Cowboys, a much needed one. And they'll have themselves an opportunity here. A set of 6 on the attack. Dylan Edwards heard those footsteps coming. He heard them tracking down. And the mistake is forced. "20 meters out in midfield, scrum down, Cowboys. Can they hit straight back? Clifford to the line. To Bateman. Bateman with the carry. 10 meters out. Slow play the ball. Clifford again in midfield. Out the back it goes for McLean. McLean takes 3 to slow him down. Tackle 2. 10 minutes gone. The crash ball. And Cohen Hess is brought down. To the left they go. Dearden out the back for Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Purdue. Purdue dummies. Tackle 4, 5 meters out. Out on the left edge. Back to Dearden. And McIntyre now fires it over for Clifford. Clifford with the grubber kick into the end goal. And it is too heavy. Just 7 tackle set here for the Panthers. To'o taps. Takes it into contact. The Panthers, they've been missing Brian To'o's carries from the back. It'll be so good for them to have him back in the squad. It might take him a game or two to get to 100%. But very good to have him back. Kenny onto Edwards. Edwards is taken around the shoulders there on halfway. Tackle 3. 11 minutes gone, 6-0. Yo to Cleary. Numbers to the right here. Martin can't get the arms free. Spills it. And it's batted back by the Cowboys, but Kenny dives on it. And Liam Martin raises his hand. Yep, that's my bad. I'll tell you what's wrong with the Broncos at the moment. Absolutely no mongrel in the forward pack. Payne Haas is a big dude, but he's so nice a guy. Payne Haas is too nice for his own good. That's why Payne Haas always gets found out at Origin level as well, because he's just too damn nice. He needs a little bit of mongrel about him. And Pat Carrigan's really the only other good forward that they have. They're very, very weak in the forward pack, the Broncos. Thomas Flegler going to the Dolphins was a big loss for them. Big loss. Flegler and Farnworth were a lot more instrumental to that Broncos 2023 premiership push than people realize. And now that they're both gone, they were found wanting in 2024, and they're being found wanting in 2025 as well. Once again, that's just my opinion. As Edwards competes for the high ball taken by Valea, and the Panthers dive on it. Diffusing the situation well. Fair challenge in the air. Panthers ball. Here's To'o. This is what they've been missing, the Panthers. To'o with the leg drive. Flick pass out the back now for Kenny. And Edwards. Edwards brings it outside the 40. Tackle 3. Yo angles back towards the tackle, and he's chopped down just over halfway. Cleary onto Leota in midfield. Hospital ball for Moses. 5th and last. 40 out. Cleary puts it high. Panthers chase through. Put pressure on Drinkwater at the back. Taken by Martin. Liam Martin with the offload to Talangi. Talangi looking for support. Over it goes to Papali'i, and Papali'i spills it. Isaiah Papali'i was on for a double, and he drops the ball. Penalty goes to the Cowboys anyways. High contact. Oh, they're hanging on by a thread here, the Cowboys. Hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Karufe. Am I saying that correctly? Karuf on Facebook says, "Go Panthers." Cowboys. Oh, God damn it. Here we go. Let's see if I can do a hammy again. Oh, God. Cowboys find touch. 30 meters out. 26 minutes to play in the opening half. Panthers up 6-0. Probably won't be happy with the reward that they've got from... I mean, they'll be happy to be in the lead for once after 10 minutes. But probably feel like they should have a try or two more. Cowboys on tackle 4 now, just short of halfway. Cohen Hess takes it into Panther territory. 5th and last. Back to Drinkwater, who puts it high. The Panthers have once again let the Cowboys get it. Dearden's got support here out wide from Taulungi. Pops it back for Dearden. Dearden to Nanai. Jeremiah Nanai scores. And the Panthers have been found out here. Tick off the multi. Jeremiah Nanai scores the hit back for the Cowboys, and the Panthers were found out there. This tactic of allowing the opposition to just take the ball. They have just stood back once again and allowed the opposition to catch the ball. They've failed to wrap it up on this occasion. And you just can't do that. They did that to the Storm all grand final last year. And Melbourne very nearly found them out as well in that game. A tick off the multi. Inside the first quarter, that's what we always love to see. 6 points to 4, the kick to come. Beware letting the ball bounce or letting the opposition catch it. You've got to at least compete for it. And the Panthers were found out big time there by the Cowboys. Drinkwater from just to the left of the post. Puts this one just through the middle. 6 points all. Six points apiece. 16 minutes gone. Good start to this game. Panthers with the restart. Sending it deep. And Cohen Hess, I think it is, who bumps off one. That's a good kick return. Who was that for the Panthers that just went flying backwards? Huge contact. But Isaiah Yeo and Moses Leota there to steady the tide. McLean in midfield. Driven backwards. 6 points all. Robson out of dummy half. Links up with Bateman. Bateman beats one. Stands in the tackle. 40 out on play 4. Drinkwater up in the line to Dearden. Space to move out here on the left. Purdue, though, cuts back in field. 5th and last on halfway. Still looking a little flaky on that right-hand edge, the Panthers. The kick is high. Alamotti takes it. Alamotti is swarmed on by Taulungi, but it is the Panthers' ball. Edwards at first receiver. Chopped down by Bateman. Some help there from Clifford. Oh, charges into the line, just short of halfway. That's the fourth. They're racing through this set. The Panthers, Smith to Yo in midfield, fifth and last. And we've got a little bit of a stalemate situation here as Cleary puts it high into the corner. Drinkwater's back there, takes it on the full. Drinkwater gets away from Leota, and he's met hard there by Lindsay Smith. 10 metres out from their own line. Drinkwater gets up to play it. Good defence from the Panthers here. Staying down the short side. Valea steps back in field. Tough man to put down there. KP, ahoy mate. Try scorers have been Isaiah Papali'i for the Panthers and Jeremiah Nanai for the Cowboys. The second row onslaught of tries continues. Bloody second rowers scoring in all the games. Fifth and last, Clifford from halfway puts it high. Taken by Edwards at the back. Edwards now offloads to Alamotti. Alamotti's wrapped up by Taulungi. And then in over the top is Peter Griffin-Neame. Panthers have it 20 out from their own line. Edwards straight up the guts. A quarter of the way through this game, 6 points apiece. Stalemate. Matthew Mika Kuni, watching all the way from PNG. Cheers to PNG. And I'm sure Papua New Guinea are very excited for their team next year. Yo to Cleary. Through the hands they go left. And Papali'i straightens, takes the fifth and last. Cleary on halfway. Puts it high. And lost by Robert Derby. There's a mistake that gives the Panthers a full set of 6 on the attack. Big result. Robert Derby and the Cowboys just slightly ajar the door. Ten out from the line. Here comes Edwards. Inside ball for Tungo. Close to the line now. Panthers on tackle 2. 6 again. Leota in front of the posts. Kenny sends it left now for Yo. Cut out pass for Cleary. Cleary off the hip to Papali'i. 2 meters out from the line. Another set restart here for the Panthers. Kenny slow to react here. Cleary's got it back in field for Smith. Lindsay Smith. Just a couple of meters out. Yo backs into the defense. We'll talk about Origin when it's time to talk about Origin, UFC, mate. Edwards can't get on the outside. It's way too early. Injuries, suspension. Way too early. Leota with the flick pass for Yo. Touched by the Cowboys. That'll be 6 more. Cleary. Flick pass back for Kenny, who bobbles it. Keeps it alive. Do they know that they've got 6 again? 0 tackle. 5 meters out. Smith bobbles it in the play. The ball does well to hold on. Isaiah Yo in front of the post. Kenny sends it left. Cleary out the back for Taulungi. Numbers here. And Luke Garner goes straight through. Luke Garner with the try. 10 points to 6. Oh, Matty Colkin says Tom Wright badly injured. Oh, that's terrible news for the Wallabies with a Lions tour coming up. Luke Garner with the try. 10 points to 6, kick to come. And yeah, so at the moment, UFC's got Sebastian Chris, who's a Kiwi, playing in the centres. And now he's got Fogarty, who's a Queenslander, playing in the halves. Well, maybe he didn't mean Fogarty for New South Wales. Maybe he meant Fogarty for Queensland. But I think DCE. Anyways, I'm not talking about Origin. It's too early. Try for Luke Garner, 10 points to 6. Conversion attempt to come. Hey, here's a question. Should I be a complete and total a-hole just for a laugh, purely for a laugh? Should we start a poll on the YouTube and ask if we should have more weekends that are completely Michelle-free? Just to be a complete a-hole and have a little bit of fun. Should I start that poll and see what the result is? Nathan Cleary converts from just to the left of the post. And it is 12 points to 6. 16 and a half left to play in the opening 40. Panthers tries to Isaiah Papali'i and Luke Garner. Jimmy Mike, watching live in PNG. You made betting K30 for the Panthers from marching 31 to 40. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It is the Panthers up 12 points to 6 for the time being. 16 and a half to play. And as I said, this is the closest the Panthers have been to full strength. They're still missing Scott Morrison. Oh, God, I've done it again. Can you imagine if Scott Morrison played for the bloody Panthers? They're missing Scott Sorensen. And also, Luke Garner is obviously not the first choice center. So they're not completely full strength, but this is the closest. This is the closest they've been. And what a difference it's been. You can just see the difference in the team. Zachary Ryan, ahoy, mates. I do commentate most of the games, yes. And we also do some Formula One. And we've just started a wrestling show that will be on fortnightly as well. And, yeah, sometimes some cricket, some rugby union. Pretty much whatever I feel like doing at the time. Cowboys back in possession now. 15 and a half left of the opening 40. And they've come up with a mistake. Oh, please tell me that's not Robert Derby again. It's Robert Derby again who's goofed up.
Gosh.
Oh, they've gone and goofed up. Baby Dago, thanks for the live watching here in PNG. Go the Panthers. Scrum down, Penrith. 20 meters out from the line. 14 and a half left in this opening 40. Talangi, short ball to Leota. Leota carries inside the 10. Yo steps back towards the post, almost gets through. Fires it back for Edwards. Edwards to Talangi. Talangi has really started to come into his own. Blaze Talangi. He's looked better with each and every week. They probably should have been playing him from the start. I know he was injured for round 1, but they probably should have had him straight back in. Tungo, 5 meters out. He's tackled. Play 4. Kenny shows it inside. Fires it out for Cleary. Cleary out of options on the left. Goes back right for Liam Martin. Martin puts the fend on Dearden. Dearden comes back at him. And that's the 5th and last now for the Panthers. Over on the right. 10 meters out. Crossfield kick. And it's been batted back by the Cowboys, and Derby's in possession. The Cowboys with a successful defusal. And they've got the ball inside their own 10. 13 and a half minutes left in this opening 40. KCT says if Scott Morrison played for the Panthers, they'll 5-peat. Fifth and last now for the Cowboys. Only 27 metres gained off that set. Clifford from well inside his own 30. Down to To'o on the fall. Brian To'o winds up. A hop, a skip, and a jump, and To'o brings it up just short of halfway. This is tremendous field position now for the Panthers. Carrying up over halfway. Papali'i. He's been solid in the first half, Papali'i. 30 out from the line now. Panthers go to the right. Cleary back into midfield. Dummies beats the first tackle, and he's brought down. 10 metres from the line. Fifth and last. They're going to run here. Talangi. Grubber kick in behind the line. Garner's looking for a double. Garner's claiming it. High fives all around. It's gone up as a try, and Luke Garner has got a double. Well, I'm not so sure about it, but it's gone up as a try. They'll have a close look, an examination here of this. Plays to Lungy, pinpoint, accurate grubber into the end goal. Oh, and he has got a right hand to it. Well, all my attention was on his left hand, which was nowhere near it. And it looks like he's grounded it cheekily with his right hand. Plays to Lungy, beautiful work. Try confirmed, Luke Garner with a double. And I tell you what, Luke Garner must have read UFC's comment before the game that said Luke Garner is trash or something like that. He must have seen that comment, and it's fired him up for a double. 16 points to 6, the Panthers lead. UFC says time to bring in that new blood. Need them Fogarty high bombs. Well, at least you said new blood and not young blood. Fogarty being over 30 and all. Might not have too much time left. I should imagine that Dearden and Munster will be the halves. As Cleary moves in, puts this one on target, converts successfully. It's 18 points to 6. Anyways, stop suckering me into Origin talk. It's too early. Stop it. It's too early to talk about Origin. 10 minutes to go in the first half. It is 18 points to 6. Panthers on top here. In the opening 40, tries to Isaiah Papali'i, 2 for Luke Garner, and a try for Jeremiah Nanai, our only tick off the multi so far. Cowboys with the restart. Can they hold on for the next 10 minutes? Roger Moy. Oh, we'll come back to that because Alamotti's in space down the right-hand flank. Cuts back in field. Offloads to Cleary. Tungo now over the 40. Tackle just short of halfway. The Panthers break out from their own end. Charging onto it now, Liam Henry. Tackle 4, 40 metres out in midfield. Out the back for Cleary. Short ball for Papali'i is spilt. It's been knocked down by the Cowboys, though. 6 again. And here they go on the attack. Garner scoops it up. 20 metres out. 0 tackle in midfield. Kenny to Edwards at first receiver. Off the hip to Liam Henry. 9.5 to play in the first 40. Cleary to Talangi. Inside ball for Papali'i. Heads back towards the post. Looking for a target. For some reason, decided that target would be Jeremiah Nanai. Seems crazy to me. Yo, with the short ball. And Liam Henry's chopped down. They stay on the right here. Tapped down again by the Cowboys. And lost forward. 6 more tackles incoming. The Panthers, this is relentless. This is absolutely relentless attack for the Panthers. Matty Colkin says Noah Lalesio gone to the hospital and not Tom Wright. Ah, well, that's still a pretty big out for the Wallabies. Scrum down for the Panthers. Here's Cleary. Had to jump for the ball. Inside for Papali'i. 8.5 minutes of the first half to go. Kenny onto Liam Henry here. 6 again for the Panthers. Henry will play it a meter out. Yo. Short ball for Papali'i. Just to the left of the post. 5 meters out. Panthers smelling blood. They want more. Kenny from dummy half is wrangled down in front of the posts. Edwards at dummy half. The crash ball for Henry. Well read by the Cowboys defense. It was all in slow motion, though, in fairness. Yo now to the left of the posts. Stands in the tackle. A meter out. 5th and last. Kenny fires it out now above the head of Cleary. Cleary stabilizes himself. Kicks for Tungo. And Drinkwater claims it in goal for a 7-tackle set. No, he leapt from the field of play. And then he loses it in the play of the ball. Scott Drinkwater. But it's a penalty to the Cowboys. That was so lucky. So lucky there, the Cowboys. Because that would have been a huge mistake. And yeah, Drinkwater jumping from the field of play. Why do you get the feeling that that was a square up? Maybe they feel like they got that call wrong. And he was actually in the in goal when he jumped. So they gave the penalty as a little bit of a square up. Finding touch 30 meters out from their own line. 18 points to 6. And another penalty. Back-to-back piggybacks here for the Cowboys. They have been holding on by a thread. If they go into the halftime break, 18 points to 10, 18 points to 12. That will be monumental for the home side. Uso, Alex Custom. There's Panthers smelling blood. Harrison says won $890 off $2.50 on the Bulldogs game. Congratulations. Fantastic work, man. What a comeback from the Bulldogs against those pretenders, Ricky's Green Goblins. Dearden now to Drinkwater up in the line. The defense shuts him down, jamming in Isaac Tungo with the help of Cleary. Robson to Nanai. 6 again for the... Sorry, Mookie. I can't help myself. I was the biggest fan of the Raiders after they demolished the Broncos, but it didn't last long. It only lasted a couple of weeks before the hatred built up again. Clifford onto Dearden. Drinkwater now to the right-hand edge they go. Valea runs straight over the top, but Dylan Edwards gets himself under the ball. It's going to go up as a try. The Cowboys, they won't go away. They've hit back. They'll have a look, though. Dylan Edwards did get himself under the ball, but Valea continued with the momentum over the top. And did he get the ball to ground? They got themselves a 2-on-1. Luke Garner just too slow there in the centers. He's not a real center, as we know. It's a makeshift. It's a stopgap. And he got found out here in no man's land. And Viliami Valea straight over the top of Edwards. Edwards does well to get himself under that ball, and down to ground it goes. Oh, they did a fantastic effort there, Edwards and To'o. As the try is confirmed, 18 points to 10. The kick to come from out wide. And as I said, going into the halftime break, the Cowboys have only really had 2 opportunities at tries, and they've iced them both. They will go into halftime the happier of the two teams if it stays this way. 100% they will. Drinkwater. This is a big conversion attempt here to keep them within a converted try. Jonesy footy, you're at the game, hey? Very nice. You must be enjoying that, mate. As Drinkwater from the sideline, hooking this back. Does it hold its line? It does. That's a big conversion from out wide. And it's 18 points to 12. The Cowboys are well in this. The Cowboys are well in this. And they'll be very happy going into the halftime break because they've been getting destroyed statistically. They should not be within 6 points at all. Four minutes to go until the break. Anything could happen yet. Cowboys from the restarts. Charging into contact. Ten meters out from their own line. Robson goes to Harrison Edwards, who's on the field, the number 14. Slow play the ball down the left edge. Nanai met hard, but makes some good post-contact meters. 16 is Peter Griffin-Neame, who brings it up to the 40. Tackle 4. Robson from dummy half. He's got Edwards. Now on it goes to Clifford. Back inside for Bateman. Bateman's tackled on halfway. Fifth and last. Drinkwater with the high ball. It's a huge kick. Pressure on Alamotti. Alamotti does extremely well. Flying through the air to take that one under immense pressure. Paul Alamotti. And they actually contested the kick this time, the Panthers. 18 points to 12. Panthers ball. 2 minutes 40 until the halftime break. And the Panthers, I dare say, might be happy enough to just take this into halftime with what little lead they have left. Although the Panthers of old, they wouldn't be happy, would they? The Panthers of old would continue going in for the kill. Fifth and last. Cleary puts this one high. It's a high looping kick. Pressure on Derby. Derby loses it backwards, dives on it and secures it. Has he dragged it forward though? Yes, says the referee. Robert Derby's having a nightmare under the Cleary high ball. And he spills another one. Panthers will get a shot right before the break. Well, was he taken out? Was he taken out there by Luke Garner chasing through? That might be worth a look. That might be worth a look. Scrum down, though. Panthers ball. Inside the last 2 minutes. They'll get the last chance here. Cleary. Inside to Martin. Liam Martin angles back towards the post. They stay on the left for Talangi. Cleary's out the back. Dummies. Takes the line on Cleary. Can't get the arms free. And he is wrangled down by Jake Clifford. A couple of meters out. Barging over from dummy half. Leota had a crack at it. Oh, that's not Leota. Sorry, that's Papali'i. Minnie Murphy boys is up the Cowboys. Tackle 3, 10 meters out. Here's Cleary in midfield. A minute to go until the break. 2 tackles left for the Panthers. Kenny to Cleary in midfield. Talangi out the back. Beats the first tackle but slips. And that's the fifth and last. 10 meters out. Kenny to Yo. Yo with the grubber kick in behind the line. It's scooped up by Dearden. And that will be half time. 50 seconds left. Cowboys have got the ball a meter out. Drinkwater takes it to the 10. If they have a good enough set here, the Cowboys, they might actually get down for a, I don't know, something. Drop goal. They've lost the ball. And it's called a knock on. And it's poor Robert Derby. Poor old Robert Derby. His nightmare continues. Oh, he's not having a good time of it. Poor old Robert Derby. Cleary chips it in over the top. A Hail Mary for the last play is battered dead by the Cowboys. And they hold on. They hold on for dear life. SMG Sports. Ahoy, mate. Well, the Panthers, they were relentless in that first half. But it's 18 points to 12. I dare say that the Cowboys will be the slightly happier of the two teams. They obviously won't be stoked with that performance, but they were never in this. The Cowboys were never in this. The Panthers have had 62% possession. They should be up by way more than 6 points. Credit to the Cowboys. They're within touching distance at the break. I don't know how they're holding on. No idea how they're doing it, but they are doing it. And they might just be the happier of the two teams at halftime. But they've got to change it in the second half, of course. So there's a big but. Very big but involved. They have to change the momentum in the second half. They've got to get their hands on the ball. They can't keep, 38% of possession in the second half and expect to win. They've done extremely well to keep themselves within 6 points. They've had two opportunities down the Panthers' end, and they took both of them. The Panthers have had 62% possession and are only leading by 6 points. The Cowboys are hanging in there. It's been a gutsy effort. 18 points to 12 at the halftime break. I'll have a quick break and be back to discuss everything that we've seen so far here on the Wasted World of Sports. Panthers up by 6. Will the curse of halftime continue? And the Cowboys look to come out firing. Find out.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and take pass last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise the low, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's some beer. Yeah.
All right. Half time here. 18 points to 12 in favor of the Panthers. How in the hell have the Cowboys stayed in this? They should be blown off the park by now. It should be game over. They've done extremely well to hold on. The problem for the Cowboys is if they don't fix up the possession and territory in the second half, they just won't have opportunities to win the game. First meeting, ahoy. Romeo asks who I've got for try scorers in the Storm Tigers tomorrow. Mate, I honestly haven't even thought that far ahead. Bizza, Panthers 2, you're at the game. Very nice. How's the atmosphere there at the stadium? Probably very exciting, I should believe. Easy, ahoy there, mates. Easy asks if I ended up winning the Raiders dogs bet. Sebastian Chris let me down. I got 3 of the 4 legs, and Sebastian Chris said, this is what you get for everything that you've said about the Raiders over the past 6 years. I'm not going to score a try. Get that up ya. Ethan Seckham says, up the mighty Panthers. 18 points to 12 at the halftime break. 1 tick off the multi only. Thankfully, it was one of the Cowboys, though, because I reckon the Panthers put on a lot of points in the second half. The Cowboys have just spent that entire half hanging on, basically. They did extremely well to get the 2 tries that they did. And they're hanging on in, but yeah, the Panthers are looking very menacing. Nah, Blair 420, I had no desire to cash out. It was a $30 cash out offer on a $10 bonus bet that was something like a $400 payout. I was always letting that ride. Which team is on top of the leaderboard? The Canterbury Bulldogs. And now, currently in clear second spot, but remember, the Raiders do have a bye coming up at some point soon. The Warriors are, for the time being at least, in outright second place, 2 points ahead of the Raiders, but as I said, the Raiders do have that bye in hand. Uso, Alex Custom says, I wish Luai was still playing for the Panthers. Blaze Talungi is just getting better and better each and every week, though. So, whilst obviously Jerome Luai is a few steps above Blaze Talungi, Blaze Talungi is just starting to get into his game. He's starting to understand now the Panthers system. He's getting better week in, week out. He was fantastic here in the first half. 2 try assists, actually, for Talungi, and 2 of the Panthers' tries. He's going very well. GB Bush says, Cowboys are going to come back. Look at every game, how it's gone. It's only 6 points. 6 points isn't really a comeback, is it? I understand what we're all saying, though. In fairness, it's only 6 points on the scoreboard, but the Cowboys got absolutely demolished statistically. The Cowboys got destroyed in every other area but the scoreboard in that first half. So who knows? If the Cowboys can even up the stats in the second half, they might win this by about 30. They're scoring tries at will once they get in range. They've only had 2 opportunities. They took them both. I'm not writing off anything this round. It's been a good Super Saturday, though. I've really enjoyed myself. We are up to, by the way, so obviously we've now had 1 million views on YouTube and 50,000 watch hours. I actually don't know what I'm more impressed with. The 1 million views or the 50,000 watch hours? Probably, in all honesty, the 50,000 watch hours. Because a view can be like literally 30 seconds. But watch hours, that's immense. 50,000. 5,341 subscribers over there on YouTube as well. And I think we're up to about 19 channel members. Thank you very much for your ongoing support here on the Wasted World of Sports. I tell you what, Gamer Mel, Intoxigamer and Intoxiblocks never had those sorts of numbers. Man, Mad NRL edits. Are you a dog supporter, Dan? Love the dogs, yes. I mean, the Sharks are my team. But yeah, I love the doggies. I'm so glad to see them doing well. Rodney Kumar. Bula from Fiji. Ahoy there, Rodney. Welcome along over there on the Facebook Live. Still half time here. 18 points to 12. The Panthers in the lead. Should be out for the second half. Gamer Mel, you're still supporting the merch in Roblox. Very nice. There's a couple of people still rocking the Intoxiblock shirts or the Alaura Ahoy shirt. I probably should log in and check. I'm probably still making money over there, and I don't even realize it. Well, not money, but you know what I mean? The store sales. I'm probably still making the in-game currency over there, and I don't even realize it. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? That would be funny. Mad NRL edits. Where are you located in Australia? Brisbane. Bris Vegas. Can we get these other 3 legs of the multi across the line in the second half? Cowboys trailing by 6. How they've done that, I don't know. I suppose it's a testament, really, to the Cowboys' defense. They were under the pump for the entirety of that first half, and somehow they've held on. So you've got to give props for that, I suppose. Well, not I suppose. You definitely do. Jai says, I had to check for a minute. You have the exact 4 lads in your multi. You thought you won. No. Unfortunately, only the 1 tick so far. Cheering on the next 3 in the second half. Isabella Cowley says Cowboys are going to win this game. A bold prediction. Addy asks if Tungo will score a goal. Probably not, because I can't imagine a scenario where Isaac Tungo will be doing the goal kicking. Unless Nathan Cleary gets injured. I can't imagine a scenario where Tongo does the goal kicking. Mad NRL edits says Cowboys will lose. We're about to find out, though. Second half, moments away. 18 points to 12. Panthers 3 tries to 2, but you feel like it could have been, probably should have been so much more. Panthers with the kickoff. Cowboys will get first use of it in the second half, and they bring it straight outside the 10 with a good, strong carry from the kickoff. An early shift, a couple out from the ruck and out to the 20 meters line. Liam Martin there with some assistance from Mitch Kenny to make the tackle. Peter Griffin-Neame out to the 30. Down the short side, Robson spills it. There's an early mistake. And Luron Patea comes away with it for the Panthers. 30 meters out, 0 tackle. Well, honestly, they just can't do this to themselves, the Cowboys. They did so well to hold on and only be 6 points behind at the break. And they have now gift-wrapped an opportunity here for the Panthers early. Numbers to the left. To'o's in open space. Decides to go into contact. And he's taken 10 meters out from the line. Cleary in midfield. Short pass to Patea. Takes 3 to stop him. Kenny sends it left. Cleary out the back for Talangi. Tapped on to To'o again. Has to come back in field. To'o brought down 10 meters out. Can't get any open space. Cleary onto Kenny. Kenny is bumped to ground by Peter Griffin-Neame. Fifth and last. Cleary wants it in midfield. A little dink in over the top for Tongo. Tongo bats back for Edwards. Edwards drops it. And the Cowboys now break out. Cowboys in open space. It's Jackson Purdue, but he is cut down. 0 tackle for the Cowboys. 30 meters out from their own line, this near edge. Well, the Panthers couldn't take advantage. Isaac Huasimbi watching from PNG. Cheers to PNG. Tackle 3 here for the Cowboys on halfway. They've survived that early attacking raid. Can they come up with an answer themselves? McKaylee, 40 out from the Panthers line. 6 again, late in the tackle count. Jeremiah Nanai up to the 30. Tackle 1 here for the Cowboys. Dearden in midfield. Heads across, looking for support. He's got Clifford. Clifford onto Bateman. Back inside for Clifford. The door closes on him 25 meters out from the line on play 2. Robson scoots off to the right. Links up with Bateman. Tackle 3 here for the Cowboys. Another set restart, is it? No. Play on. Dearden, dummies. And he's brought to ground inside the 10. SS Stormfan, ahoy, mate. Robson, dummies. Nobody fell for it. And Robson is tackled 5th and last. Right in front of the posts. A meter out. Dearden on the left edge to Drinkwater. Purdue wrapped up by Tongo. They show him the sideline and shuffle him across. Well defended there from the Panthers. So both teams having questions asked early. Both teams surviving. Strong defense. Now the Panthers back in possession. 4 minutes gone in the second half. 18 points to 12. It remains no change to that halftime score. Cleary's on the walkie-talkie, getting messages down to the sideline. Wonder what that's all about. Edwards up to halfway, wrapped up by Nanai. Grace, ahoy there. Brian's got a score for your multi. Bring it on. He's got a score for mine too. Isaiah Yo stands in the tackle, 5th and last. 40 out from the Cowboys line. Cleary puts it high for the corner. Tungo racing through to put pressure on, and it's been well taken by Taulagi. They just wait for him to fall, and it's tackle one. 10 metres out from their own line here, the Cows. Purdue heads across field. Shotter says, come on, Panthers. And it's Robert Derby, who had a bit of a nightmare in the first half. Lots of dropped ball there from Robert Derby. Need a big improvement for him in the second. Now, space out on the left. Purdue goes straight through a gaping hole. He's got Taulagi on the outside, but he cuts back in himself. Gives it to Drinkwater too late. And Drinkwater's chopped in half by Dylan Edwards. That's still on here for the Cowboys. Purdue to Clifford. Jake Clifford dives over to score. The Cowboys have broken out from halfway, and it's about to be all locked up. The game of two halves, the weekend of two halves, continues. A breakout from halfway, well, inside their own half. They should have scored a play earlier. Jackson Purdue went inside to Drinkwater instead of out to Taulagi. But they got the try in the end anyway. Jake Clifford, too strong, that close to the line, catches the weak shoulder. And he scores just beside the post. What a start to the second 40 for the Cowboys. $18 points to 16. The kick to come from right beside the post. And the Cowboys, they've only really had 3 opportunities at tries, and they've nailed every single one of them. Panthers, on the other hand, they've had many opportunities, but the Cowboys have scrambled and shut them down. Drinkwater to level the scores. Puts it right down the middle from just beside the post. 18 points apiece. Clifford, the latest of the try scorers. Converted by Drinkwater. 3 tries apiece, all locked up. The Panthers, boy, they've let this one slip. The Cowboys are doing this off about 38% possession. This game should not be tied up. That's crazy work from the Cowboys. From the kickoff, Peter Griffin-Neame charges into contact. They'll have their tails up here, the Cowboys. They'll be believing. And they'll be full of running now for the next 10 minutes. It's usually about 10-minute spells. Usually about 10-minute spells that momentum is very solidly behind one team or the other. And it swings in 10-minute periods. So we'll see. This next 10 minutes, vitally important for the outcome of this game. Can the Cowboys go on a roll? 5th and last here on halfway. Clifford with the kick. It's very high. Flying through to put pressure on Edwards is Robert Derby, and he wraps him up as soon as he takes it. To'o from inside their own 10. Panthers on the back foot suddenly. The Cowboys have taken all the momentum. And it will be a very interesting next 10 minutes. Alamotti brings it outside the 30. Stands in contact. Kenny onto Patea. 5th and last. Right on the 40-meter line. Big kick needed here for Cleary. Sends it into this near corner. And it's taken by Taulagi. Fires it infield to Drinkwater. And Blaze Talangi's there on him. Drinkwater's tackled on the 20-meter line. $25 out. Odd Poppet says, what the hell's going on this week? Am I in a coma? dreaming all this craziness. Dearden almost goes through a gap. Tackle 4 on halfway for the Cowboys. Down this left side. McKaylee, 5th and last, 40 metres out. Dearden in midfield, puts it high. Racing through again is Robert Derby. Stolen by Nanai, but he spills it. Jeremiah Nanai, all he had to do was hold the ball, and it was over untouched. He has lost it, and the Panthers are off the hook. Dylan Edwards caught flat-footed there on the high ball. Oh, well, that's the first try that the Cowboys have butchered. The first opportunity they haven't taken. To'o now brings it outside the 20. Unbelievable there. The Panthers, what a let-off. They need to take advantage of it. Yo, hands it on here for Henry. Henry into contact just short of halfway. 5th and last. Back to Cleary for the kick. And he doesn't go for height here. He's just placing it in behind the Cowboys. It bounces kindly for Drinkwater. And Drinkwater gets it on the charge. But he's well taken there by Tom Jenkins and Brian To'o. Hold him down to the 30-meter line. Garner's off the field. He's been found out defensively a few times, Luke Garner. It's amazing to think that he scored 2 tries and he's now getting replaced early in the second half, but he has been found out a couple of times on defense. Fifth and last now, 40 out from the Panthers line in midfield. Clifford wants it on the right. Puts it high. They're racing through again. Derby putting pressure on To'o. To'o offloads to Edwards. Edwards trying to find a little bit of a gap. Cowboys are there to shut it down. Panthers under the pump here in the second half. Another game of 2 halves. This crazy weekend continues. Alamotti up outside the 30. Edwards now with his second carry. Just short of halfway. Tackle 4. Cleary. Short ball for Henry. Henry's been caught high there by Taulungi. And a penalty to the Panthers. He was falling, but that's the rules. Eye contact. That's the rules. We don't have to like it, but it is the way that it is. Panthers find touch, 30 out. Here's an opportunity. Edwards in midfield onto Henry. Stands in the tackle, 20 metres out now. Kenny sends it left. Blaze Taulungi there, inside for Leota. Tackle 2, inside the 20. Good opportunity here for the Panthers. Taulungi's going to kick here on tackle 2 for Jenkins. Jenkins gets the bounce, and Thomas Jenkins scores. Well, Blaze Taulungi with great heads-up play. It's his 3rd try assist of the night. Noticed that there was nobody at the back for the Cowboys. Scotty Drinkwater was nowhere at the back. And Taulungi kicking on play 3. A kind bounce for Jenkins. Oh, Blaze Taulungi, he is coming into his own. Thomas Jenkins with the try. Panthers reclaim the lead. A nice bounce. It could have gone anywhere. He got a nice bounce, a lucky bounce, a kind bounce. I'll take it, the Panthers. The crowd booing as Nathan Cleary lines this one up. Kiddo says, Blaze, good game. About time. He's a great player. And he is finally showing it as Cleary with the conversion attempt, hooking it back. And it hooks in. 24 points to 18. The Panthers are up. "26 minutes left in the game. Panthers have retaken the lead. Thomas Jenkins, well, he's just broken out, hasn't he? Ironically enough, he should have had his first try against the Cowboys a few weeks ago. Casey McLean, though, had super glue on his hands and didn't give the ball on that night. He's got his try scoring mojo on. Talangi takes the kickoff, and he has got Moses Leota running with him for the hit up. The hit up. Jim Condon says now that the Dragons have broken the second half comeback trend, the Panthers can win this. Up to the Dragons, to go and break the streak. Liam Martin bends the line, did, and brings him down. Tackle 4, 40 out. Quick play the ball here. Panthers, front foot ball. Cleary takes it up to halfway. Blaze Talangi with the 5th tackle kick. Sends it high down the middle. No pressure at the back for Robert Derby. And Derby's wrapped up 20 meters out from their own line. Don't think for a second the Cowboys are out of this one. Only 6 points the difference. Plenty of time left. Plenty of swings and roundabouts to happen in this one. Taulungi into contact. Mark Gatchell says the referee should be given 10 in the bin. In fairness, if you're talking about that high contact penalty, the rules might suck at the moment, but he was just adhering to the rules. It's the NRL's fault, not the referee's fault, that one. Should definitely not have been a penalty. 5th and last, the Cowboys going to run. Dearden stabs it in behind the line, but it's well scooped up by Edwards at the back. Panthers have it 10 out from their own line. 24 minutes to play. 6 points the difference. We've got another blockbuster on here. That possession stat is starting to even up as the Cowboys have had a much better second half. To'o. Good strong carry. Gets the offload for Tungo. Tungo offloads for Kenny. Kenny to Leota. Leota to Patea, who bobbles the ball. Does well to hold on. Charging onto it now. Leota has another go. Goes straight up the middle. Leota still going. Falls over halfway. 5th and last. Cleary with the kick. He's been taken out after the kick. The contact's been cleared. And it's allowed to bounce by the Cowboys. Derby's under immense pressure there from To'o. And they're tackled inside their 10. To'o very slow and ginger to get up. And he's Robert Derby's down on his haunches in back play now. 23 minutes to play. And Harrison Edwards heads across field. Tackle 3, 20 meters out from their own line, that is. The Cowboys. Sam McIntyre. Drinkwater now. Space on the right edge. Valea's away. Draws in To'o. And Robert Derby's got wide open spaces. Cuts back in field. And Dylan Edwards brings him down. 40 out from the line. Nobody at the back for the Panthers. Drinkwater notices it. Puts the kick into the side of the head of Leota. It's still 5th and last. Now a chip in over the top for himself. Drinkwater loses it. Oh, there was nobody at the back for the Panthers. There was nobody at home for the Panthers. The Cowboys have let a huge opportunity slip there. Dylan Edwards was up in the defensive line. He's the one that made the covering tackle on Robert Derby. They missed a trick there big time. Panthers, what a let-off. Panthers up to halfway. Sonny Yaparu, ahoy mate. Go Panthers, he says. Cleary, dummies inside once, gives it inside the second time to Jenkins. Just inside the Cowboys half. Very flat-footed here, though, the Panthers. Cleary onto Martin. Martin charges onto it. Gives them some good go forward. Fifth and last. 35 out. Back to Cleary in midfield, who sends it high. Contestable ball here. Pressure on Robert Derby. Batted back by Jenkins. It's there for Yo. Yo gets on the outside. Back in field for Jenkins. Jenkins has got Papali'i. And Leota will spill it on the fifth and last. Moses Leota with the dropped ball. 30 meters out from the line. Oh, Moses. What a goof up.
Gosh.
Broken second phase play. It was an opportunity for the Panthers. But the Cowboys off the hook. Wasaro Buan. Ahoy, mate. Go Panthers. "20 minutes left to play. Mitchell the GOAT says up the pass. Cowboys have been making some inroads out on the right edge. They need to keep attacking out there. Robson scoots out a dummy half. He's been brought down, fifth and last. Clifford from halfway puts it high. Derby flying through on To'o. Puts pressure on, but To'o's up to the task. Talangi in a dummy half has got Jenkins to take the hit up. Jenkins heads over into midfield. Tries to find some tired defenders. 19 and a half remaining. Alamotti straight up the middle. Edwards now from dummy half. Takes it outside the 40, just short of halfway. Lindsay Smith tackled on halfway in midfield, fifth and last. Cleary's on this near side, puts it high. Chasing through is Tungo, taken by Drinkwater in the back, but he's wrapped up. Great kick chase by Isaac Tungo. 19 minutes to play. Cowboys ball. Taulungi brings it out to the 30. Oh, could we possibly see Golden Point? Could we contend with Golden Point? Could our hearts possibly take it? Robert Derby of Valea, sorry, down the right-hand side. Play 4. 40 meters out. Hess in midfield. Dummies. And he's held up by 3 Panthers. Fifth and last. Clifford from inside his own half puts a high floating ball up. A Matt Burton special. Pressure on Edwards. He takes it well. Edwards can't get away from Dearden. Dearden chops him down 20 out from his own line. To'o now. Steps back in field. And he's wrapped up just outside the 20. Edwards onto Alamotti. Alamotti's brought down by Dearden. Tom Dearden has gone up a gear here. Leading from the front. The captain, Tom Dearden, playing a Stephen Crichton type role. Looking to turn this around for his team. Slow set, this one for the Panthers. Leota goes down on tackle 5. They're inside their own 40. Goes to Cleary for a big kick. Pressure on. He's been taken out after the kick again, Cleary. Taken by Drinkwater on the fall. $17 and a half left to play. That's huge contact on Cleary after he's kicked it by Cohen Hess. Lucky to get away with that one. Tackle 3 here for the Cowboys. 17 minutes left to play. Dearden heads across field for Drinkwater. Loose pass out the back. It's dived on by Taulungi, but they've lost ground. Tackle 4. Drinkwater at first receiver with the fullback Settler, 5th and last. Look for Clifford to put another one of those Burton specials up. And there it is, Clifford, a high ball, not a lot of distance, and he sends it out on the full. No, it bounces just in the field of play. Centimeters in the field of play. And the Panthers will get the turnover, 35 out from their own line. 16 and a half minutes to play. Panthers up by 6. Mitchell, the GOAT, says, I'll be here every time Panthers play and New South Wales. Looking forward to it, Mitchell, as the Panthers carry up over halfway. Yo. Takes 3 defenders with him. Kenny from dummy half out to Cleary. Cleary spots half a gap and goes straight through. Chopped down 35 metres out. 2 tackles left. Edwards. Short pass from Martin. Martin pivots in the tackle. 5th and last, 20 metres out. Cleary in midfield. Keeps it low and flat along the ground. Sits up in the end goal for Derby. Derby slips and dives back into the field of play. And he's lost it. Robert Derby loses it in contact. His nightmare continues. And Blaze Talungi picks up the pieces. The Panthers have scored. Robert Derby, he is goofed up again. Oh, the poor kid is having a nightmare. Robert Derby is having an absolute mare. The Panthers are up by 10 with the kick to come. I'm pretty sure it's Blaze Talungi that scored it. Derby tries to dive back into the field of play. It spills out the back. Well, it's been knocked out by Jenkins. The ball's been knocked out by Jenkins. In the process of making the tackle, he never attacked the ball, but in the process of making the tackle, he's bumped that ball out. And Blaze Talungi dives on it. Oh, poor Robert Derby. You've got to feel so sorry for him. He's had an absolute nightmare. Michael Edwards says Panthers will win. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Asks if I'm live every game. Most games, Brutus. Most games. Sometimes I do some Super Rugby, depending on what games are on. Sometimes I like to do Super Rugby instead, if it's a good game. But yes, most games. As the try is confirmed, Nathan Cleary with the conversion attempt from pretty much right in front to put this one over and make it a 30 points to 18 lead. Simple kick. Cleary puts it down the middle. Panthers lead 30 points to 18. Oh, poor Robert Derby. He's had such a night to forget. You got to feel so bad for the kid. He's hanging his head in back play. Chin up, mate. It's just one bad performance. It'll only get better from here. It has to. Cowboys with the restart. Nicholas T. Allen says, go the mighty Panthers. Timel Jock says, big fat Panthers fan. Juicy VR says, Panthers are the best. I go for them. That's the way. Mad NRL Edits says, do you do gaming? Mad NRL Edits. I actually have a YouTube channel called Intoxi Gamer, where I live stream video games. Intoxi Gamer. Isaiah Yo carries it outside the 40. Fifth and last for the Panthers. Cleary with the high ball. Taulungi backs up, takes it on the full. Brings it back into contact. 20 meters out. Purdue tries to get on the outside of Tungo. Tungo has been all over him tonight. First meeting says Panthers versus Tigers grand final this year. And it'll be the Bulldogs in the prelim. How funny would that be? The Panthers and two teams made up of primarily of former Panthers who make up a bulk of the final series. That'd be hilarious. Through the hands now. The Cowboys, they're not out of this yet, but time is running out. Fifth and last on halfway. Slow play the ball. They're going to run it here on the fifth and last. Clifford finds some space. Keeping it alive now. The kick through from McIntyre. Edwards was caught up in the line. They need it to hold up, but it doesn't. It dribbles dead. And a 7-tackle set for the Panthers. And Brian To'o goes straight through from the tap. One to beat. He bumps off Drinkwater, but that slows him down enough for Bateman to attack him from behind and bring him down. Oh, and Brian To'o's hurt. Brian To'o's hurt after that run. Keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's just a cramp. No, Brian's done in back play. Oh, Brian To'o, his first game back and he's re-injured. Brian To'o, his return game, and he has re-injured that leg by the looks of it. 11 minutes to play. Panthers. Cleary, down the left they go. Taulungi taps it on for Jenkins. Jenkins dives on the loose ball. Tackle 3. To'o not in good health. Edwards, short ball for Martin. Angles back inside. Kenny from dummy half. Short ball for Henry. Henry's close. Half a meter out. Fifth and last. Kenny wants the ball quickly. They go left for Cleary. The double pump for Tungo. Tungo with a forward pass over the top for To'o. And the Cowboys are let off with that one. 30 points to 18. 10.5 to go. You feel like the Cowboys have got to score now. This next couple of minutes would be crucial for them. 10 meters out from their own line. They've got to go a long way upfield. And they've lost it on play 1, and it's Robert Derby. Oh. You've got to feel so sorry for Robert Derby. He is having a nightmare of a game. They've captains challenged, but this is purely out of hope. Purely out of hope. Poor Robert Derby. He is having such a nightmare. Well, let's see. Lindsay Smith has got his arms wrapped around the ball there. Is there a raking motion? Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. That's been stripped out, and it is an illegal steal. It will be a successful challenge and a Cowboys penalty. Oh, Robert Derby. Oh. He has been saved from another dropped ball. Cowboys find touch on halfway. Offload for Bateman. Bateman's in open space. He's chopped down. 9.5 to play. Set restart. McLean. 30 outs. You would think that the Cowboys have to score, if not this set, they've got to score off the next couple of sets, you would think. Or time will escape them. 9 minutes to play. Purdue wrapped up again by Tungo. They hold him up, drive him towards touch. And he's just a couple of meters in from this near touch line. 15 out on tackle 2. Did it in midfield, out the back for McIntyre. 20 from the line. Play 3. Drinkwater, short ball for Nanai. Nanai is brought down by Cleary and Tungo. They're defending well in that channel. 2 tackles left. Robson to McLean. Dearden, space for Clifford, but he gives the ball to Valea. Valea on to Derby. Robert Derby scores a try. It's not over yet. Robert Derby gets the try. Oh, good on him. He's had such a bad game, but now he gets a try. The Cowboys, they're still in it. An important kick from out wide. This is now a massive kick from Drinkwater. From the sideline. 8 minutes to play. 8 points the difference. It's not over yet. This is a big conversion. Try confirmed. This is a huge conversion. Drinkwater. 7.5 to play. Drinkwater starts it out to the left. It's hooking back around, and it hooks down the middle. It's 6 points the difference. 7 minutes to play. Do you believe in Golden Point? It's on its way. We have got another twist or turn left in this game just yet. 7 minutes left. Six points the difference. Robert Derby. He's had a nightmare, but he came through at the right possible time. 7 minutes left. 6 points the difference. Have the Penrith Panthers done enough? I mean, the Cowboys are opening them up pretty easily. Isaac Tungo is off. Isaac Tungo's night is over. Isaac Tungo's night is done and dusted. He's off for a HIA. 7 minutes to play. Panthers with the restart. And McLean winds up. Brings it back 15 out from their own line. Big finish here. 6 points the difference. Can the Cowboys steal it? Send us into Golden Point. It would be a very fitting finish for Super Saturday, that's for sure. Tackle 3. Out to the 30 they go. Robson tries to catch them napping at marker. That's tackle 4. Quick play the ball. Dearden to Drinkwater. They've got numbers here on the left. Purdue has to stop. Comes back in field. Support from Drinkwater. Scotty Drinkwater goes straight through. Needs support. Dearden on the inside. Dearden scores under the posts. Tom Dearden scores under the posts. And the Cowboys are about to level the game. The Cowboys are about to square the game up. 30 points apiece with 6 minutes to play. From halfway, they have broken out. The Panthers failing to number up on defense in midfield. And Scott Drinkwater tore them to pieces. 30 points to 28. We're about to be all locked up. Try confirmed under the posts. Beware the second phase play. 5.5 minutes to play. 30 points all. Drinkwater from right in front. Bangs it over. 30 points all. The Cowboys have gone back to back. And they have got all the momentum now. All the momentum. They'll be hard to stop here in the final 5 minutes. They have just opened the Panthers up way too easily here for back-to-back tries. Dearden and Drinkwater have stepped up. Purdue's been impressive. They've had great success down that left edge. Panthers with the restart, taken in the end goal. And McLean brings it out to the 15. Exact same start to the set as we had last time. 20 meters out. Drinkwater ducks under the tackle. Tackle 2, 25 out. Robson onto McIntyre. Tackle 3, 30 out from their own line. Do you smell a golden point? Tackle 4, still inside their own half. McIntyre angles back in field, beats the first tackle. 5th and last on halfway. Robson sends it left for Drinkwater, puts it high, boots the ever-living bollocks out of it. Pressure on Edwards here, and Edwards loses it. Does he? No, he's held it. Dylan Edwards. Take a bow for that take. A catch under immense pressure. And the Cowboys are rumbling forward here, attacking defense. And the Panthers, they seem like they're out of gas here. 3rd tackle, and they're only 25 out from their own line. The Cowboys definitely finishing the stronger of the two teams. The Panthers possibly gassed themselves in that opening sort of 60 minutes, and they didn't really take full advantage. 5th and last, Cleary from inside the 40. It's low, flat kick right down the middle, and it's trapped by Drinkwater at the back. The Panthers are up in a line. And Drinkwater's tackle 25 meters out. 3.5 to play. Purdue, he's been immense. Brings it to the 30. Steals an extra half a meter there, the cheeky bugger. And down the short side, up to the 40 and beyond goes Taulungi. Quick play the ball. They're up over halfway now with Purdue. On tackle 4, will they be close enough? 3 minutes to play. McLean out the back to Clifford. Numbers here on the right. Drinkwater takes the line on him. Taulungi shuts him down. 5th and last. Do they pull the trigger? Clifford. No. He dinks it in over the top. To'o's there. They stand back and let the Cowboys get it. It's offloaded for Bateman. Bateman can't get the ball away. That'll be a handover. The Panthers once again not contesting the high ball. And it's nearly come back to haunt them again. Did they learn nothing from the first half? The Panthers are absolutely gassed here. 2.5 minutes of regulation time. 15 out from their own line in midfield. You could throw a blanket over them. Alamotti with a good, strong carry. Cleary to pull a Latrell and kick a long-range field goal is the call from the chat room. Yo, up to the 40. Comes back short side. Offloads for Jenkins. Jenkins stands in the tackle. That's the 4th. They won't be close enough on this set. Leota tackled on halfway. 5th and last. Cleary on halfway. Puts a high looping kick up. It's an awkward one for Drinkwater. Bounces back. And it's been taken by Bateman. Bateman collects it 30 meters out. The Cowboys inside their own half. 1.5 minutes to play. Pressure here on the Cowboys. Solid defense from the Panthers. Tackle 4. Still inside their own half. Robson scoots out a dummy half, trying to get themselves in range. He spills it. Robson loses it. The Panthers will have a full set of 6 now on halfway. They can get themselves within drop goal range. Oh, Ming the Merciless is not happy up there in the coach's box. Reece Robson, if he wasn't already out of Origin, that decision there does not give you faith to put him in a sky blue. Scrum down on halfway. Cleary feeds it. This will be the last set of 6 of regulation time. Garner is back on the field. Edwards, straight up the middle. There'll be nothing fancy here. They'll be looking to chew off as many meters as possible. Yo, on to Henry. 35 out. Yo, dummies inside, loses it backwards. Straightens the attack. That's play 4. Are they close enough? Kenny to Leota. Just sets it up. They're going to have a go here. 20 seconds left. This is it. Kenny fires it. No, he doesn't. Kenny scoots out a dummy half. And they're caught with the ball here, the Panthers. Back it goes. The Cowboys dive on it. Cleary picks it up. Cleary snaps a drop goal, and it's waved away. It's a penalty to the Cowboys with 4 seconds left to play. To Golden Point we go. To Golden Point we go. $30 points apiece. Clifford off the penalty. Finds touch. 35 meters out. Well, the Cowboys can have a shot here. Derby fires it in. Valea taps from 40 out. Drinkwater. It's not going to have the legs. It's taken by the Panthers. Cleary, dummies. Cleary goes straight through. He's got support outside. Liam Martin's out there. Martin beats the first tackle. Back inside, it's intercepted by the Cowboys. Ripped away again by the Panthers. And we're off to Golden Point. Everyone, have a break. 30 points all. Off to Golden Point. What a game. What a finish to Super Saturday. And it is not over yet. Golden Point incoming. That is one of the most helter-skelter finishes that I think I've ever seen to a regulation time. Golden Point incoming. $30 points apiece. Golden Point. Unbelievable. Here's the toss. Dearden flips the coin. And the Cowboys have won. They've decided that they will run from right to left. Does this little break in play just stall the momentum that the Cowboys had built up? Probably does somewhat. Oh, big finish. Blockbuster finish. Panthers will have the kickoff. The Cowboys electing to keep running the way that they were. Dylan Edwards to kick off. Here's the start of Golden Point. It's been taken by Clifford, and this is a shallowish kickoff, but big defense from the Panthers. Cohen Hess is driven backwards. They're 12 out from their own line here. Derby into contact. 20 meters out on play 2. McIntyre to Dearden. They spread it left. They've had success here, the Cowboys. 30 metres out on play 3 from their own line. Taulagi heads back into midfield. He's brought down. That's the 4th. Been a good set of 6 defensively from the Panthers. McLean up to halfway, 5th and last. That's a good finish to the set. The kick from halfway, Clifford puts it high, sends it deep. Edwards is under it, takes it under no pressure at the back and looks up and returns. Fires the pass across, and Alamotti brings it out to the 20. That was a risky pass. Under the circumstances, anyway, that was a really risky pass. Martin outside the 30. Big leg drive. Gets a couple of post-contact meters. That's tackle 3. Edwards at first receiver to Cleary. Down the line they go. For Taulagi, and it's been lost by the Panthers. The Cowboys will have the opportunity here. 40 meters out from the line. It's theirs to lose now. Thomas Jenkins with the lost ball. Robert Derby with the hit. Robert Derby with the hit to force the mistake. Well, he's had such a bad game, but we're going to remember him as the hero. Scored the try that in the corner that got them back into the contest, and now he's come up with the big hit that forced the error in Golden Point to give the Cowboys the chance at victory. 40 meters out. Full set of 6. Valea fends off Jenkins and then slips. They're 30 meters out. They've got to come back towards the middle of the field, the Cowboys, surely. They've just got to set up for a field goal. It's Golden Point, nothing fancy needed. Drinkwater onto McLean. McLean comes down this left edge. They need to be going up the middle. Somebody get the word out to them. Now they send it back. Clifford, short ball to Hess. Hess sets it up now, 20 meters out. Do they pull the trigger now? Tackle 4 for Drinkwater. Drinkwater gets it back for Clifford. Edwards is up on him, and they chop him down, 5th and last. 20 meters out. Where's Drinkwater? Where's Dearden? There's Drinkwater. One out. Has a shot. Was it touched by the Panthers? It skews away to the left, and it sits up in the end goal. Garner brings it back into the field of play. No touch from the Panthers. The Cowboys have had their opportunity there, but the Panthers are still well under the pump here. 10 meters out from their own line. Jenkins carries it outside the 20. Big defense here on Lindsay Smith. Back to Yo. Yo straight up the middle. Can't get the ball away. That's the 4th. A minute and a half left in overtime number 1. Edwards, 5th and last. Back to Cleary. Cleary kicks long. It's trapped by Derby. Dives on the ball 30 meters out from their own line. Valea, nobody back there with him. They might get another shot here, the Cowboys. Inside the last minute of Golden Point 1, they might get another shot. Drinkwater wrapped up in midfield. 35 out from their own line. Play 3. Down this left edge where they've had a lot of success. 2 tackles left. They're a long way out. McLean out the back for Clifford. Up quickly on Bateman, but he gets away from the first tackle. Back to Dearden. Cut out pass for Nanai. Well, they can have a crack here. The Cowboys, 23 seconds left. A long ranger. Back it goes to Clifford from halfway. It's not even close. And it will go dead. 7 tackle set for what it's worth. There's only 10 seconds remaining. Ten seconds to go in overtime number 1. Cleary sends it out for Taulagi. Taulagi to Jenkins. To'o is out wide. Jenkins puts the fend on. Loses the ball. It's there for the Cowboys. They've lost it as well. Double knock on. And that is the end of Golden Point 1. Into the second half of Golden Point we go. Well, are we about to see a draw? Panthers looking absolutely gassed. Golden Point 2 incoming. Have we seen a draw yet this year? We have not. So there you go. We're yet to see a draw. Could this be the first one? XJC, ahoy mate. $30 points apiece. Golden Point number 2 about to get underway. Panthers will have first use of it. Panthers looking absolutely gassed though. JCS Moki, you've got your money on the draw. Steph needs the Cowboys to win. Just Call Me Z says this game is making me crash out. Oh boy. Golden Point 2 about to get underway. Cowboys with the kickoff. Yeah, I'd pop it. If they do both halves of Golden Point and there's no points, it's deemed a draw. Isabella Cowley says all we have to do is run up the line and kick a field goal. Makes it sound so easy. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Panthers from the kickoff. They'll start the set 15 out from their own line. What can they come up with here? Carry outside the 20. And, we've got a knee injury here for Patea. Slow to get up and play it. He's in a world of hurt. Smith in midfield. And Patea's leaving the field. It looks like Isaiah Yeo. Kenny onto Edwards. Edwards takes the fifth and last here on halfway. Very similar start to Golden Point 2 as the Cowboys had for Golden Point 1. Cleary in midfield. Sends it high into the corner. Panthers chase through. And Taulungi takes it at the back. Heads across into midfield. And he's brought down 15 out from his own line. Cowboys dart out a dummy half. Big hit on Drinkwater. Drinkwater and Dearden, they've stepped up at the back end of this game. 3.5 minutes to go. Down the short side, Clifford steps back in field. Wrapped up by Jenkins. That's play 4. Will they get close enough? Probably not. Through the hands they go to the left, though. Dearden, dummies. Fifth and last, right on halfway. Fifth and last. Drinkwater puts it high. That's a monstrous kick. Oh, huge pressure here on the Panthers. But Paul Alamotti, what a take. Oh, he was under huge pressure there, Alamotti. Takes it well, 25 out from his own line. But very flat-footed to start this set. To'o. Strong carry. Up towards halfway. Flicks it out the back. Scooped up by Edwards. Edwards goes over halfway here on play 3. They might be in with a chance here, the Panthers. Patea straight up the middle. Offloads back for Kenny. Kenny to Taulungi. Taulungi brings it within the 30. Oh, they'll definitely have a shot. Where's Cleary? Down the short side for Yeo. Yeo brings it back into midfield. 20 meters out. Fifth and last. Cleary's right in front of the post from 30 out. Has to step back for it, Cleary. The ball is charged down, and then Cleary's been taken out after it. This should be a penalty to the Panthers, you would think. Oh, accidental offside. It's going to be a scrum down. They're going to challenge it here. There's a captain's challenge inbound by the Cowboys. An accidental offside. Referee didn't want to make the call of a penalty. Well, Nathan Cleary's been taken out after the fact. Held off the ball as it deflects. And this could be a penalty to Penrith. I mean, it really, really could be. The ball was charged down. Cleary's then been held off the ball by Harrison Edwards as he goes on with it. So the charge down successful by Drinkwater, but then Harrison Edwards is held onto Cleary here as the ball is loose. Oh, it's going to be a successful challenge. They're not looking at Cleary being held back. Challenge successful for the Cowboys. And they have the ball. 0 tackle, 30 out from their own line. Big defense there on Harrison Edwards. Liam Martin goes up a gear. Tackle 2 on the 40, McLean. That's a huge call, that one. Bateman back on the inside. Goes straight through. Has no support. Tackle 3 on halfway. Front foot ball for the Cowboys. Dearden to Drinkwater. That battered down by Garner. But it'll be a knock on by the Panthers. A minute and a half to go. A full set of 6 now for the Cowboys. Gina Ferracini, ahoy. "35 meters out, right in midfield. 1 minute 14 to play. Cowboys will have a full set of 6. They go left from the scrum. Purdue, 1-on-1, taken down by Garner. Dearden. 30 meters out, right in front of the post. When do they pull the trigger here? Edwards, or McIntyre rather, 20 meters out. Keep an eye on Dearden. Keep an eye on Drinkwater. Robson, though, goes down the short side. Nanai tries to fight off Cleary. They wrap him up inside the last minute. 40 seconds to go. They've got themselves a little wide out here. It goes in midfield to Clifford. Clifford snaps it, and it's away to the right. It's going to be a draw. Ming the Merciless can't believe it up there in the coach's box. Clifford snaps it away to the right. 30 seconds to go. The Panthers might get last shot at it. They've got 30 seconds to get themselves in range. Alamotti tackled on his own 30. Here's Garner. Garner spins away from 1. 16 seconds left. Slow play the ball. They might get 2 more shots at it at best. Through the hands now. It's loose out the back for Jenkins. Scoops it up on the bounce. To'o bobbles the ball. Loses it out the back. And it's a knock on by the Panthers. There won't be time for the scrum. And that is full time. A draw here. 30 points apiece. 30 points all. The Cowboys and the Panthers. Our first draw of the season. Wow. Super Saturday comes to a close with no difference between the two teams. 30 points apiece. Wow. The Panthers, though, they bagged themselves another competition point. And where's the points? Okay. So they jump up to 7, and they've still got a bye in hand. So they're effectively in 12th place. Or 13th. Because the Dolphins have a bye in hand as well. 1 point's better than none. $30 points apiece, Cowboys and Panthers. Oh, boy. That took it out of me. This whole day took it out of me. We've seen 3 fantastic games. The Raiders up 20 points to 0 at halftime, losing the game 32-20. A 1-point thriller between the Dragons and the Warriors. And a golden point draw. Cowboys and the Panthers. Wow. What a Super Saturday it's been. Incredible. Unbelievable stuff. I am so... Oh, man. I'm just so... These games took everything out of me. Absolutely everything. $30 points apiece. Up the Chooks says Todd Payton will be teaching field goals. 4K says Panthers let that slip. Absolutely, they did. Odd Poppet says this week's games feel like we've been shot through the multiverse. First Meeting asks if I'm doing the games tomorrow. Yes, I will be. You catch you later, Michelle. Oh, boy. I'm going to head off myself, I think. Wow. That was exhausting. 30 points all. 2 solid sessions of golden point. Both teams had their opportunities to win that game. They'll both be disappointed. They'll take the point. Oh, dear God. Odd Poppet, a garage door fell on your chest and crushed your ribcage. Holy hell, I feel like I've missed out on some stuff in the chat room tonight. I've been so engaged in the games. That's crazy stuff, Odd Poppet. Well, I mean, obviously, mate, I'm very glad you're alive. Bloody hell. I've missed some stuff in the chat tonight. As I said, though, 3 very engaging games that went down to the wire. Exciting stuff. Oh. Man, that was exhausting. All right. I'm going to head off. I'm so exhausted. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, huh? Wasted World of Sports. Bringing you all the action. Feel free to shoot me an email, anyone. wastedworldofsports@gmail.com. Or if you have me on Facebook, send me a Facebook message. You're not bothering me. I'll answer if I have time. Catch you guys tomorrow. Until then, cheers.
The wasted world of sports, eh?
Oh, he's got the head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
of jokes and 10 pants less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a road from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah!
Teddy lost his shorts again.